What up? This is Rama Screen covering movies, TV, and entertainment, and here's my review of Netflix's new documentary feature, Seaspiracy. Hey, before you watch my review, please subscribe to my channel, press that like button, and ring that bell so you can get notified whenever I post new videos. And if you would like to help support this channel, please do so at patreon.com/ramascreen. That's patreon.com/ramascreen. Let's rock this. Do you remember that Oscar-winning documentary, The Cove, that exposed dolphins' abuse in Japan? Well, imagine that times 20 and you get yourselves Seaspiracy. Filmmakers Ali and Lucy Trabeezy are some of the ballsiest people on earth. I give them that. The level of their investigative journalism here can put any Woodward and Bernstein wannabes out there to shame. Seaspiracy is shocking, it's revelatory, and it rattles your comfort cage because it lifts the veil on the industry that most of us are oblivious to. And by the end of it, you will be at a loss for words because a choice will be presented to you and you might not like what you'll end up deciding on. Directed by Ali Trabeezy and co-directed by Lucy Trabeezy from the co-creator who brought you the groundbreaking documentary Cowspiracy comes Seaspiracy, a follow-up that illuminates alarming and not widely known truths about the widespread environmental destruction to our oceans caused by human behavior. Filmmaker Ali Trabeezy initially set out to celebrate his beloved ocean, but instead found himself examining the harm that humans inflict upon the vulnerable seas, from plastics and fishing gear polluting the waters, to the irreparable damage of bottom trawling and bycatch, to illegal fishing and devastating hunting practices. Humanity is wreaking havoc on marine life and by extension, the entire planet. What Trabeezy ultimately uncovered not only challenges notions of sustainable fishing, but will shock anyone who cares about the wonders of ocean life as well as the future of the planet and our place on it. Going in, I knew I was gonna watch a documentary that shows graphic killings and huntings and mistreatments of sea animals. So I was already bracing myself for that. This is definitely not a docu for those with weak stomach. Ali and Lucy really go behind enemy lines, so to speak, using their hidden guerrilla cameras and conducting super secret dark interviews. It almost feels like you're watching a spy movie, but without the tuxedos and without the Aston Martin. And the bad guys are real and more dangerous than any Bond villain you can think of. They start out focusing first on the dolphins, and then it leads to the tunas, and then it leads to fish farms, and then it leads to giant nets being part of the ocean trash. It is as if every 10 minutes or so, the docu's main focus keeps expanding, and the reaches of its scope go beyond what Ali and Lucy initially planned. Many of the revelations here are very disheartening. I feel sad not just for the fish, but also for the exploitation of poverty-stricken people. And it's infuriating to see the corruption that seeps into the governments and also the organizations that are supposed to be for humanitarian and conservation purposes. Turns out they are all just frauds, because when it comes down to it, the almighty dollar or yen or euros have the final say. You can categorize Seaspiracy as somewhat scary. Even the graphic animated illustrations don't hold back. But that is kind of the point, isn't it? If the truth in Seaspiracy doesn't scare you a bit, then it probably doesn't do its job well. Which leads me to my final thought. Am I gonna stop eating fish after watching this docu? Maybe not. I mean, sushi is still my favorite food and I'm gonna love it till I die. Look, here's my take on all of this. I am grateful for Ali and Lucy and other filmmakers like them who put their lives on the line to bring us this hard-hitting information, but ultimately, I'm gonna leave this to each and every one of us individually. Neither I nor this docu can force you to do one thing or the other. But I think it's pretty clear that at this point, there is no middle ground or in between. What is at stake is our planet. And if nothing is done on a larger scale, we, the humanity, or we, the mankind, will reap its consequences, and it will be all too late. Some people will refuse to watch this docu because they'd rather live in the la 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 la, I don't want to hear it world. But I believe that knowledge is good, and now it's up to us to act on that information.